The truth is hard, but it needs to be said. Some people always win, while others keep stumbling over the same mistakes. And the worst part? Most don't even realize why. Have you noticed how some people always seem prepared for any situation, while others are constantly putting out fires? This doesn't happen by chance. There's a pattern behind success and failure, and the answer is hidden in a fable you probably heard when you were a child, but never stopped to apply in real life. The story of the grasshopper and the ant is not just a children's tale. It's a brutal mirror of reality. Some people live like the grasshopper, enjoying the present without thinking about the future, believing they'll always have time to prepare, and when winter comes, they're caught off guard. Others follow the ant's path. They work quietly, build their foundations, and when the crisis arrives, they already have everything under control. The question no one asks is, which one do you want to be? What you're about to discover could completely change the way you see life. If you've ever found yourself thinking that luck is never on your side, that challenges seem bigger for you than for others, maybe it's time to look at your own choices. And believe me, understanding this fable in a new way could be the first step to turning things around. There's a group of people who spend their lives singing, enjoying the moment without thinking about the future. They're the ones who spend everything they earn, live without planning, and believe things will always work out somehow. On the other side, there are those who act like the ant. They work, save, prepare. But why does the majority insist on being like the grasshopper? Because planning requires effort, while living carefree seems more fun, until winter comes. The issue is that in the real world, winter could be an unexpected financial problem, a layoff, or an economic crisis. Those who prepared, like the ant, have reserves, alternatives, and opportunities. Those who lived like the grasshopper fall into despair. And do you know what's even more curious? Those same people who ignored planning are the ones who later say that life is unfair. But is it really? Or are they simply reaping what they sowed? If there's a secret that separates those who prosper from those who struggle, it's the cumulative effect. No great success happens overnight. It's the result of small actions repeated every day. The ant doesn't gather all her food in one day. She carries one grain at a time but never stops. It's exactly the same in real life. Those who save a little each month, read a little every day, train a little each week, build something big without realizing it. The grasshopper's problem wasn't just not preparing, but believing that small actions wouldn't make a difference. Many people fall into this trap. They want immediate results, and when they don't see quick progress, they give up. But the truth is that everything worth having takes time. If you start investing in knowledge today, a year from now, you'll be light years ahead of those who didn't start. Small steps, when added together, create a huge effect. And you know what's even more impressive? This effect can work for or against you. Those who eat poorly for years eventually face the consequences. Those who spend without control will get into debt sooner or later. But those who build good habits see their life improve without needing luck. The question is, are you accumulating actions that take you where you want to go or where you don't? If we observe successful people, we'll see a pattern. They think long-term. Great investors, entrepreneurs, and even athletes understand that life doesn't reward those who just wait for luck, but those who create their own opportunities. If the grasshopper had dedicated some of her time to preparing, the end of the story would have been different. But is it still possible to change? The problem with living like a grasshopper is that winter always comes, inevitably. And when it does, there's no more time to prepare. It's that moment when bills pile up, money runs out, opportunities pass by, and desperation hits. People who spent their lives without building skills, saving money, or creating a network suddenly find themselves lost. They ask themselves, what do I do now? But that question should have been asked earlier, in the summer, when there was still time to act, and the cruel reality is that, often, it's not enough to simply acknowledge the mistake. Those who've spent years living on the fly can hardly change overnight. It's like trying to learn how to swim after falling into rough seas. The effort will be greater, and the risk of failure too. The ant, on the other hand, sleeps peacefully in the winter. While the grasshopper suffers, she reaps the rewards of the effort she made before. Does that seem unfair? It's not. It's simply the consequence of choices. The big question is, How can you avoid being a grasshopper? The answer lies in daily habits. Successful people don't wait for winter to act. They create discipline, build financial reserves, develop skills, and invest in knowledge continuously. But if someone has lived like a grasshopper until now, is there still hope? The difference between the grasshopper and the ant is not just in actions, but in mindset. The ant understands something fundamental. Everything you do today impacts your tomorrow. She knows that today's effort guarantees future comfort. Those who think like ants don't see sacrifice, they see investment. The grasshopper, on the other hand, lives in the moment, thinking that today's fun is worth more than tomorrow's security, and this happens all the time in real life. People who achieve great results see the long term. They don't seek shortcuts. They don't spend all their energy on fleeting pleasures. They ask themselves, what can I do today that will bring lasting benefits? This is how winners make decisions. But the good news is that anyone can adopt this mindset. It just takes starting to ask different questions. Instead of thinking, how can I enjoy the now? Ask, how can I build something that lasts? Instead of seeking immediate rewards, accept that true success comes to those who know how to plant before they harvest. If there's one thing this fable teaches, it's that the future is shaped by the choices of the present. If you spend your life putting everything off, trusting that it will all work out eventually, you're living like the grasshopper. But the good news is that no one has to be stuck in that pattern. The first step toward change is awareness, understanding that discipline, planning, and consistency aren't punishments, but tools for a better life. This applies to any area: finances, career, health. Small habits, like saving part of your salary, studying a little every day, or taking care of your diet, are like the grains the ant carries. At first, it might seem like little, but when winter comes, those grains make all the difference. Those who plant knowledge, security, and growth reap opportunities, peace of mind, and success. And the most important thing, no one needs to wait for winter to change. The best time to start acting is now. Small daily steps already make a huge difference in the long run. The only question left is, do you want to be the ant that prepares or the grasshopper that panics? The big question is, now that you understand the lesson behind the fable, what will you do with it? Will you keep living like the grasshopper, waiting for winter to realize you could have prepared? Or will you start today to build a solid foundation for the future? The choice has always been in your hands. What separates those who succeed from those who keep complaining about life is not luck. It's attitude. Think carefully. What can you start doing now to ensure that, when winter comes, you'll be ready? Maybe it's organizing your finances, learning a new skill, or building something that brings long-term stability. It doesn't matter where you are today. What matters is where you want to go. And the decision starts now. Now tell me, have you ever been in a situation where you felt like the grasshopper? What do you plan to change starting today? Leave your comment and share this message with someone you know needs to hear it. And if you want to keep learning to see life in a way few people do, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and come build your own path to success. See you in the next video.